And yeah, this is why we're watching this video, by the way. It's a Pit Lord game. Look at this creeping. You even get the nice creep pull with the Headhunter, but this is the hardest of the Pit Lord games we've seen here from Hitman.
If you're an Orc fan, if you're a fan of like stuff like Theorycraft, this is for you.
Alright everyone, hello and welcome to another Nick Oldhead video. We have some exciting games because we're going over some Hitman games again. You know me and Hitman in terms of my enjoyment of watching his games. I think Hitman as an active player is something I aspire to be. Lots of stamina, plays lots of games, clicks Q many times. Just a little bit between you and me, lovely viewer. I often want to play Warcraft 3, but you know, the muscle, the sort of mental fortitude you need in order to actually say, okay, I'm ready. Because once I hit Q, I don't stop, right? I play at least like 12 games in a row or something like that. And that's a lot. If you lose all 12 of those games, man, Lord help your mental. So I feel as if a lot of people can relate with some of that ladder anxiety of playing ranked. You know, I play on W3 Champions, and I just really admire the sort of everyday Warcraft 3 habit it takes in order to stay on top. So here's Hitman doing his thing, and I like to focus, as we do on this channel, from the player's perspective. When we saw that footman, we did some damage on it. We didn't ignore it. We didn't just run away. We said, no, okay, I'm going to do some damage to the footman. After that, we get Ring of Superiority. Nice average item. I'd say it's better than getting like Gauntlet of Strength. Definitely better than getting a Slippers, but worse than getting the Mantle of Intelligence. We have a nice pull here. So what's really going to happen here? The Archmage has a chance to steal the last hit. So look, they're both just waiting for it. They're both just waiting for it, and he's able to do it. So that was just a nice little how do you put that, micro trick there. Do you see he had the wolves attacking the turtle and was essentially waiting until it got to around like 30, because then you can just attack with the Headhunter and the Farseer, and then you finish it. And of course, he was going for that same thing, but Hitman is in control of the wolves. So just a little last hit. You see Happy do this a lot with ghouls. Happy's really good at confirming last hits with ghouls. Has the maybe 2 or something ghouls attacking to whittle it down, and then the moment it gets low, you have all the ghouls attack it. But we see a lot of Headhunter versus Footman on this channel. It's an important dynamic between Orc Tier 1 and Human Tier 1, and this is when Headhunters are winning, when there's more Headhunters than Footmen, and they can do this kiting. This is really good. I mean, this is like what you want. See if you can maybe run and do some damage to this as well. He knows that this water elemental still has duration, so this running is worth it. You can get the kill. Nice, get that experience. So really good. You saw the wolf there that was running and keeping tabs on the Archmage, or at least one human unit, so we know this is a pretty good creep. This is a good creeping speed. Do you notice how we've kind of been in the middle of the map this whole time? And this kind of middle of the map superiority, this is, I mean, we've seen games on the channel before where it's like the Orc player is struggling to make it so you're not level 2 by the time the human is level 3. And of course, Hitman has just really run circles over this human player. You know, the human player was not doing like militia in the meantime. And yeah, this is why we're watching this video, by the way. It's a Pit Lord game. So do you know that this seems to be a pocket strategy that Hitman goes to when he's winning the early game? Yeah, you go a tempo Pit Lord into cleave here. You put all the items you crept, so it would have been a nice gauntlet. And now you're just fast creeping with the Pit Lord. You now have level 2, probably Howl of Terror. But this is just a super value-oriented game. And look at this creeping. You even get the nice creep pull with the Headhunter, and you are able to get the Golem before he walks back. So we all know this creeping trick by now. The Golem's not casting spells. Do you see that? See how important it is that the Golem's not casting a clap, and he's not casting Stormbolt? Yeah, it's because he was pulled and he was fought before he was able to return all the way home. So you get an amazing red camp, and the human opponent in comparison, claws of attack 12, Jesus, so good. The human in comparison is not doing anything nearly as good. I mean, it is smart because you're trying to get the Mountain King leveling up, so a fast level 3 Mountain King, but man, you already have a level 3 Pit Lord and almost level 4 Farseer, so the early game of the Farseer doing really well. Now here's the thing, this seems like a very safe choice by Hitman, almost like he knows how much ahead he is. Normally the Farseer is out harassing and doing things, but no, Hitman's just saying I can actually just hard creep a Pit Lord. I feel like this is a reaction to how well... Oh no, is he going to lose the Sobi Mask? No, he gets it. This Pit Lord's got to be a reaction to how well the early game was going. So you have Howl, is it level 2? No, Howl level 1, so Cleave level 2. He's going to get that salve running on the Pit Lord. You maybe sell an item here so the Pit Lord can hold a healing item, but no. Like this fast creep to level 3 Pit Lord, it could have been a level 3 TC, right? It could have been any other hero. But we have Farseer, Pit Lord, Shadow Hunter. And little spoiler, that's going to be the hero combination of all of these Hitman games. We're exploring this Pit Lord second strategy, what it is, why he does it, is it a troll, is he only does it when he's already ahead. But hey, even if that's the case, a strategy that is used when you're ahead is not bad, right? It's just kind of indicative of a different style of play. Like maybe when you're really ahead, getting the greedy like Pit Lord choice is good. Like maybe there's no other hero that can help you creep all day and eventually get a huge lead. Like maybe the human ground army does so bad against Pit Lord. Like look at this Cleave. Cleave. Yes, just keep him attacking. You have some real nice drama going on with the Mountain King, but this is looking bad for human. You're gonna have to run. Yeah, you're gonna have to run from this. The Pit Lord is way too strong. It's not what you want. Look at this beefy front line. Zero chance. Zero chance. So this game's over. You can already tell because you have a 1k health Pit Lord and 2 Torrents. And that push you saw by the human, that's supposed to end the game. So all this is just extra. I can go by a little fast on this because we actually know, ladies and gentlemen, this game is so over. This Pit Lord's massive, and this Shadow Hunter just for the heals. It's the cherry on top. You get Robe of the Magi on your Farseer even more in, so you can just be casting Chain Lightning instinctively. You really don't even need to think about it. Stormbolt on a 1k HP target. Level 1 Stormbolt did negative damage to that Pit Lord, like doesn't even matter. Yeah, this Pit Lord goes here, starts attacking. It's going to be so much damage. But you really can just attack move. When you have this level of army, you just attack move. I can't wait to see the Cleave damage. Yeah. Oh, nice. You see? What did I say about the Sobi Mask Robe of the Magi? Farseer has so much mana. You can just keep on Chain Lightning. Don't even need to worry about it. Just Chain Lightning on cooldown. The Purge is really good. The Purge stick. Right? Yeah, look at that. And Snare on a stick. Who needs a Bestiary when you have the Orb of Lightning? He's just going for a Purge. Chain Lightning. Oh, that's so annoying. Look at this. The double Purge. Yeah, this game's over. But really interesting army here, right? Talk about a Orc Tri-Hero win. You have the Pit Lord trying the best to split up. Yep, GG. So, pretty cool, right? That's unique. But let's see more. Let's see more of this strategy. I want to see what... Against the same player. Same human player, right? So... Okay, let's see what we do. Hitman. I personally love to focus in on a specific strategy, specific style, because it's, you know, what mood does Hitman have to be in order to go Pit Lord second versus human? What does he have to think about his human opponent, right? Or I have a prediction. It's about the early game. I believe if the early game goes well, we're going to see a Pit Lord. Oh, nice. So we already like Rolex's start here better. You know, you get a nice early creep win. Super effective creeping. You use so much militia there. Wow, so much militia. Your entire militia unit to get a real quick level 2. So now you need to punish the no Arcane Tower, right? So maybe that's what Hitman's seeing. You're seeing the late Arcane. deciding to have wolves there. This headhunter kind of stranded, but one headhunter by themselves is never useful. I sometimes like to hide my headhunters until there's at least 2 of them. Because, like, yeah, what can you really do with this headhunter? All it does is draw the aggro of the footman. There's no way this headhunter can turn or do anything there. You need at least 3. The 2, you can maybe fight this. Yeah, with 2, this is a fine trade. Just keep running around. Bum bum. Yeah, you see that? Range units are better. Now you resummon, don't feed. Nice, doesn't feed. Love me some orc micro. Are we going double barracks? Nope. Just tech. We're getting steel ranged weapons. And the human doesn't have a blacksmith, so no upgrades on behalf of human. This footman's dead. I predict it. Oh, missed a stutter step, but don't worry, the wolf is on it. Goodbye, footman. I predicted your downfall, and let's just say I hate when I'm right. Yeah. Okay, this one's going to die next. Yeah. Nice job, Hitman. So look at that. He went from 0 experience to getting pretty significant kills. But that's 2, a militia and a footman. Oh, we're going to see another footman death. Yeah. 2, 3, and the last hit's all it takes. And wow, just to confirm it there too. So nice, another kill on the footman there, really good. You see, the Archmage, although you had that good start, man, you're really flailing in the early game. You're losing units, and you don't seem to have a Volt yet. So your Archmage is very low. Where's your Arcane Volt? Nice, strong early game by Hitman. Just preying on the humans of W3 Champions with the Pit Lord second. And I just love to see it, right? See what? You have Claws of Attack 5. And that's going to be going to the Pit Lord, right? Yeah, you're just going to give Pit Lord. Look at the cleave. Maybe buy some items too. Let's see how we get this boy big. Nice creeping here. You see the density of creeps. Oh, hello there. How nice. You see the density of creeps here. And eventually, I think Pit Lord is going to end the game with this potion of greater healing. Hey, shoutouts to, I believe it was Lynn, or some pro player, maybe Focus. But, you know, Back to Warcraft has been posting on Reddit a lot of, like, quotes from pro players, but potion of greater healing, it's a powerful item. We all know that, but a lot of pro players in discussion. So we see the same creep path. Do you see the same creep path here? Do you see how, like, it really doesn't matter what the human is doing. The human's trying to do that annoying thing. You attack with level 2 water elemental, but there's no point. Because the greediness of Hitman cannot be... You need to get the Legion Doomhorn. Oh, he doesn't get it. That's so funny. The greediness. Oh, look. Isn't that interesting? Maybe he doesn't pick it up. Not pick it up on purpose to not let him know you creeped it? No, I think that was just a mistake. But I don't think you're going to get punished for it. I just think at this stage of the game, you're just stronger. And I think the Pit Lord has a... Like, yeah, the Pit Lord by themselves. Pit Lord by himself can solo this whole army. Whole army. So now, are you going to run back and get your aura? Nah, just leave the game. Yeah, level 3-3. Fascinating little army composition. Straight tech to Torns and Headhunters, right? Because the Howl of Terror helps against potential Gryphons as well. Alright, so here is another game using this Pit Lord second strategy. We're going to examine, you know, what are you doing, Hitman? What are you doing in Orc versus Human? What moves you, right? Love to see Claws of Attack. We know which hero is getting that. We get a full creep here. Full creep. Interesting. Going immediately for the item shop. To be honest, I've never done this creep route with the Farseer on this map. Where's the... Yeah, this is, it's really safe. As in, the human is not going to be messing with you here. That was a really nice usage of Spirit Wolves there. You got the max HP value and 2 Claws of Attack. I mean, this is going to be a great Pit Lord game. So just, this is the opposite of what Orc is supposed to do versus Human. And look, Hitman must know. He's like, listen, I keep facing this opponent. You don't want to be harassing when the opponent has Mountain King. Is this a Mountain King read? Do you really think Hitman could know that Humans going Mountain King here and decides to get... Because it's just so smart. You know how much happier you are fighting with level 2 wolves? I mean, you just hide. Yeah. Oh no, the bash. That's crazy. Quick thinking. Wow, it doesn't lose a unit. Nice. Immediately send the wolves. Yeah, gotta keep sending the wolves to find the Mountain King. Hiding is good there. Put some units out here so you don't... You really just need to see where the Mountain King is. Yeah. We need to get scouting, need information. All 3 of these units now you can salve up, heal up as you hide. Alright. Don't know where the Mountain King is. Now we are watching the replay. We can cheat. Okay, he's right here. And eventually you see it too. Nice. So you get the scouting too. And now you're so safe. Now these units can do whatever they want. And what do? Probably if I know Hitman. Oh, I thought you were going to buy a Merc now. Okay, just going in for the kill here. Chain lightning. Yep, stop all of that healing. It's a nice choice there. Stronghold, that means Pit Lord coming. Now in the same way you could choose a panda. So Night Elf likes to creep this when they get tier 2 by getting a panda and then doing a Drunken Haze. But it looks like we like to do this by pulling and using a Pit Lord, right? So that's cool. These creeps get pulled here. It's kind of a safer way to fight them. Health Stone, really good. Increases the regen as well. Wow, that's the real Mountain King, huh? Yep, you're getting attacked. But we have pretty decent micro. Only 4 footmen, so you're not going to be able to DPS it down. You get all your sweet time. To be honest, you don't even need to like come back with the Pit Lord. The Pit Lord could have still been creeping. I don't think you need to run back with the whole army. But hey, look, the Pit Lord can just... Such good. Maybe this is what it's for. Maybe... Wow, you don't get that kill? You're going to lose all your footmen anyway. I probably would have kept on attacking. But maybe this is why you... yeah, I would have kept on attacking. You're going to lose them all anyway. The Pit Lord is pretty good versus suicidal footmen like that. You kill every footman. I mean, that's so... Yeah. Remember when I said earlier how the Farseer doesn't have to be here? Oh, this is Hitman truly phoning it in. As in truly like, come on, this game. Not even giving the cause of attack to your Pit Lord. I suppose until you're in a fight, it's still good to have it on the ranged hero. Though you probably want to give him it soon. Like, when you get level 2 cleave, it's indefensible. That's gotta be an illusion, right? No, it's a real one. You're just trying to get some headhunter kills, but it's not going to happen. Do we have troll regen on these? No troll regen. That's an interesting choice. We save our wood for the headhunter upgrade, right? We don't have the wood for troll regen. We're tier 3, so we immediately get troll headhunter upgrade. I mean, I'm assuming we do. Well, I mean, we don't want to lose our hero. We don't want to... Wow, this Mountain King with Boots of Speed is terrifying. Give him the health stone. Use it. Yeah, that's a potent foe. Let's get the grunt kill. Alright. Are we getting the upgrade? Macro is a bit lacking because you had to deal with that Mountain King. But now, what do we see? First Tauren. So no, we spend our wood on the first Tauren. This is definitely part of the game where Orc is always wood starved, right? Tier 3. I wouldn't be surprised if we could possibly get a Shredder here, looking at the game length. This is interesting. This is a roaming Mountain King. As you what? Fast tech to Gryphons? I guess you don't have any more footmen. And you're getting a Blood Mage just to nuke stuff, so... Healing potion, mount. So just killing headhunters. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Very bad. You're really trying to kill that headhunter, has 2 health left, and you lose your Mountain King for it. Alright, so we're gonna... Let's just see what the effects of this game are. I mean, we have just so many items. You see how, like, Hitman is just creeping the whole map? This game is so over. Scouts sees, the Gryphons. Finally gets Berserk upgrade. Taurens are a little useless here. Because it's like, you're just going Gryphons, but it doesn't matter. Even Hex. Even Hex, Serpent Ward. You eventually do get the Shredder. Now that you have Shredder, you can build a bestiary, right? You can build anything. So much wood. Get the Tiny Great Hall. We're really trying to win this game. Yeah. Tiny Great Hall confirms it. Look at the items. This is so crazy how much items he has. That's a lot of health on the Pit Lord. Cloak of Flames. You need to get... Oh, no, no. Uh-oh. Bad time to get caught out. But it doesn't matter. It's just so little, and you have such a strong hero. Oh, good. Vision wards there. Trying to get that level 2 healing wave. Yeah, very important. Level 2 healing wave is totally okay here. Don't let as Galore die. Or Destromath. Yeah, that's his name. Just put all damage on the Mountain King. Gotta finish it. Gives him the Cloak of Shadows. Hex there. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this orc play. Just so passive. Relying on the strength of our Pit Lord. Yeah, sitting on top of the expansion. What is this there to do? The human player must do something. You can't just let the orc sit there, so... Splitting up the forces. Kodo is an interesting choice versus Knight. Nice. Gives a bunch more damage to your Berserkers as well. No upgrades on the Berserkers still. Not even Troll regen. So it's a real rush to get to tier 3. When is a decisive fight going to happen here? I feel like the human's eventually going to give up once the heroes die. Hex will kill this hero. You have no TPs on either of these heroes. Yeah, just Hex. You're not even killing heroes, just killing units. Yeah, Purge Orb. GG. And you have this protecting... Yep, yeah, and your Headhunters run up. Yeah, GG. What an odd style, right? Hey, there's more. There's more. Believe it or not, there's more. He's playing against more humans. This is against a human called Small Tree. Right? And I guess if we're Hitman, we were just on a kick today. On some sort of Pit Lord kick. Let's see the game. Let's see the decisions. Let's understand how one comes from the darkness of the pit in the year 2026. So, sometimes the Farseer creeps. Sometimes the Farseer goes on the aggression. Here we have it going for the aggression. You see the low HP water elemental, but you're Hitman. You probably think I'm not going to get the kill. I know the duration. So we're not even going to go for that target, right? Or are we? Doesn't even go for it. Goes for the peasants. Now goes for it. Oh, and he gets it. Alright, nice. That's a rare orc win. You rarely get to kill the water elemental. 42 experience get. Pretty nice here, as long as the arcane tower is late. This is really annoying. Wolves are in threat of being fed, though. Very nice. That wolf can't... Oh, no, you did feed one. So, unfortunately, you fed one wolf, and this human really wants to get the other one. See, because the human wants to get level 2 off of wolves. That's how you know you've kind of failed in the early games. Orc, when that Archmage gets a level up and it's off the back of one of your Spirit Wolves. Feels bad. Will it happen here? Will it happen here? Alright, one more wolf and we're level 2. Feels bad. Human knows it. Human knows it. But that's okay. We also know that Orc can be very aggressive with Farseer Headhunters. You can now just keep the human in the base like this, and I don't think Hitman wants to let out. Yeah, just keep him in there. Very nice. This is what happens when you're building footmen and I'm building headhunters, right? You eventually reach... Oh, another water elemental. So no peasant kills, but 2 water elementals. Get you 84. So there's no way these wolves are going to die because it's on a cooldown. No way. No way. Oh, he... Was that denied because the tower? Yeah, it was denied. Human really thought they were going to get level 2 from that, but then it was denied from the tower. This is bad. Ah, there you go. Level 2 from that wolf. Isn't it so funny how that HP, how the extra, like, strength, how it's all just so important to get that level 2, and now your Archmage survives. Wait, now you're able to get boots of speed? No, that Headhunter comes up, so... In all of the games where I'm doing well versus human, this happens. Low HP Archmage, and you're getting chased around as they're building the Arcane Sanctum. But let's look at what Hitman decides to do with this scenario. Well, you're both looking for the Archmage with your units, but you're ultimately hedging your bets. You're saying, let's creep and get that Pit Lord. So we're seeing it here. In the same way Night Elf players can have an aggressive early game and then push the tempo with a Tavern Hero and then immediately buying this. into Paladin is a tough choice, because now the Paladin can hit you with Holy Light. Is this Hitler dead? Oh no. I hope not. Use the Ankh? Nah. He's interesting. Might as well just TP. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, even Hitman has his bad games. Well, not bad game, just an awkward scenario. Definitely wants to creep both of these, though we're running really low. We need a Voodoo Lounge, and we are behind. We are late on a Voodoo Lounge. I don't think we expected to get creepjacked there. I'm liking the pacing of Small Tree a little better than Rolex here. So let's see if this human can get the dub. Ooh. Okay. Oh, this is bad. I don't want to be Orc in this scenario. Getting attacked by human right now? Oh, yeah. Denies the Headhunter. Pitlord may die. I think you just start Holy Lighting this, right? Just start Holy Lighting. Oh, no, you have Ankh. Gives Ankh. Needs to burrow up. This is very tough. You even have Priest. Yikes. Alright. Nice. The healing salves are doing their work. We can probably get in the fight now. We're probably going to get our third hero. You, Blade Master. Yeah, need a third hero. Notice the Blade Master in response to the Paladin, right? If it was Mountain King, you're definitely going to go Shadow Hunter. Need to heal, but the Paladin, no, we need DPS. We need DPS. And we also, a Paladin who doesn't have to worry. I mean, Blade Master who doesn't have to worry. This is just dead, right? No, you still have that on. But a Blade Master who doesn't have to worry. No, you switch it. Wait, was it always the... I could have swore that was Blade Master. There's no way I'm reading that incorrectly, right? Did you really switch from Blade Master to Shadow Hunter? Well, I digress. It's now Shadow Hunter. I could have swore that was Blade Master. I'll have to look back. We have a Shadow Hunter coming out instead of... I'm really thrown for a loop there. I could have swore it was Blade. But we change. We say, no, we need the healing. Let's see if it's healing first. Yeah, it is healing first. So it looks like he knew eventually the Paladin was going to start Holy Lighting himself. This is decent here because you have an Orc Tri-Hero. I mean, the Pit Lord does damage. Normal damage. But this is the hardest of the Pit Lord games we've seen here from Hitman. Yep, choosing to just save the Paladin. I mean, save the rifle instead of kill the... But now we do finally break the Ankh. That's a big part of the battle. A lot of the battle was defined by Ankh uses. Nice. The Forest, I mean, the Berserkers get to use their Berserk upgrade on the Priests. Whenever you get to see the Trolls use Berserk and not get attacked for it, really good. You see, the Pit Lord, though, has just been doing consistent damage. You know how a lot of human wins because they out-sustain you? Well, the Pit Lord is a unique choice for sustained damage because it's hard to, like, out-sustain this cleaving menace. So Hitman somehow manages to not die there. Any other player would have died there because, like, how do you sort out that situation? And I guess good choice to change from Blade Master and go Shadow Hunter. We're creeping. Really just... Oh, nice item for the Pit Lord. That's exactly what you want. We were rewarded for creeping in this location there, right? Though we are getting creepjacked. So we definitely focus on the Sasquatch. Give the item there. Got to pick up the ring. We don't get level 2 on the Shadow, so unfortunately no hex. But that Tauren is likely going to die unless he can go down. Oh yeah, blocked. Blocked by the Paladin. Should have kept it going. Didn't expect the Holy Light, but wow. Denied by the Forest Troll Berserker. At least the human doesn't get the experience. We don't mind that. So the Tauren Pulverize and the Cleave and the Chain Lightning. It's a real AoE lineup here, right? The Paladin has a hard time choosing what to heal. Stormbolt there on Asgalore, but you're going to want to see a combination of the Stormbolt and the Holy Light, or else I don't think this hero's going to die. Speed Scroll, look at that, 2+ strength buff. Strength buff making all the difference, right? Adding to the HP regen that helped him get there. And now we're running. Ooh, that, don't worry, we have not that long of a stun. Yeah, we have the new thick-skinned Tauren. That stun didn't last too long. Wonder how we salve up here. Healing wave just being very important. You see, the human doesn't have much burst damage, so these healing waves, like keeping a Tauren at medium health, is a big difference. Oh, nice purge there, saving the Tauren. Wow, this is on a razor's edge. Razor's edge. Look at the micro expression here by Hitman. The salve on the 16 HP Pit Lord and the salve there. The expression of micro is really insane. Hitman just being a top ranked W3 champion orc right now. Very cool to see. And shoutouts to the human opponent, doing a lot better than the first human opponent we saw go up against the strat. So let's see, we still have a 1 base human, but just overall better macro. I think didn't lose so many footmen and had a better transition to Rifle Priest. See, but this is where the Pit Lord gets really, like, is this strategy legit by Hitman? Because look at how the Pit Lord scales. Like, this is a hero that is very effective versus human ground army. A lot of health. Soaks up storm bolts. It's causing mana on the priest to use on Howl, but you're not getting the Howl, so you're somehow reducing damage from the Gryphons to Taurens, which is rare. You're soaking up Holy Lights with DPS, so this hero is no rush. And yeah, whenever you have a Pit Lord full HP and a backline, it's like you have to solve for Pit Lord. You can't just let this happen because the DPS is just too good. Look at these peasants and militia. Would love to see some swipes there. And talk about a worse location to TP out of. Oh, the flow is so good, right? Now, unfortunately, you don't get to pull these creeps, so you are having the howls, you're having the claps. You don't get any creep manipulation, so you're getting clapped. That Tauren will die if he stays here, but we know this, right? We use Berserking. Nice little damage here. Maybe a heal wave's going to happen soon. Medallion of Courage. Fantastic item for the Pit Lord. Strength and intelligence. You may give it to the Shadow Hunter, right? Because intelligence and health is good for Shadow too, but it's probably extra good for damage on the Pit Lord. Just such a beast of a unit. And honestly, like, Rain of Fire, not the worst here. Though it is kind of counterintuitive because you want that spread AoE damage, but you just have so much mana. You have 360 mana thanks to this Medallion of Courage. So we're seeing an attack now because this expansion is up. When you have an expansion, you want to attack because now there's two problems the opponent has to deal with. You either deal with the expansion, problem 1, and your base gets destroyed, or you deal with your base getting destroyed, but problem 2, your opponent is getting ×2 the gold. So this is why we attack after expanding. Good army control though by the human. This is what you don't want. Trying to put some creeps in between him and the militia. Very good actually. Every little bit matters. So now the human has to avoid this pathing, and here we go. So you get the militia far away from home, so they're going to turn into peasants eventually. This is not where you want. Oh, this is a tough fight. This is a tough fight. It's kind of not where you want to be because the Gryphons are inner fire, but that's really good. The Howl of Terror actually doing a lot to make the Gryphons like a better fight, right? Because you don't want to dispel because then you get rid of inner fire. So kind of interesting synergy. Great way to counter inner fire here because it's like, well, -21 damage on a Gryphon, not bad. You kind of turn him into a Spirit Walker for DPS. Yeah, just low damage. I really love the way that Howl of Terror is kind of negating inner fire here because you don't want to dispel it. If you dispel it, you have to recast Howl. So Gryphon's doing less damage. No armor upgrade though for the Orc. You'd really imagine an armor upgrade would do well. Both Taurens and Berserkers benefit. Not enough attacking on the Pit Lord. Haven't you noticed that? Pit Lord needs to be just attacking these priests right here. Gonna need to heal the Farseer. Very tough situation to be in. We don't have enough anti-air. We simply don't have enough anti-air. Yeah, this could be a loss. This could be a loss, which we kind of love to see, right? We'd love to see Hitman get challenged a bit. Okay. Pit Lord doing nice damage. Yeah, this is it. This is good. This is good. This is what you want. Don't stop that. Nice. Once the Pit Lord starts attacking, not the best on just the solo Archmage. You really want to get that cleave. Even hitting both heroes is good. Yes, hitting all 3 heroes is very good. Because the Paladin can only heal one of them at a time. But oh no, all of your headhunters are dead. I think this is it. I think you have unfortunately fallen to Inner Fire Gryphons. You just cannot defeat that. Even with an expansion. You need a double barracks, right? You need like more abilities to build units. Wow, you somehow survived there. Incredible. Pit Lord going nuts. Can you kill the human heroes here? No way. Got a speed scroll. No. GG. Yeah, GG. Nice, nice, nice. So, hey, small tree, congratulations, alright? You avenged your other humans. Hey, the Pit Lord games aren't going to end, right? We're going to end this video right now. But if you like this video, we're going to watch more. And this time, it's Hitman playing Pit Lord against Sock. So, let's see how that game goes. I'll see you guys for that. Peace.